My name is Ken Vacovec. I'm with the law firm of Vacovec, Mayotte Singer. We are a tax boutique. We've been in the business for a number of years. Well, just a note here to print out the handout materials. There are quite a bit of materials here. Yeah, they'll be helpful. Certainly, the first part of the materials that we're looking at right now, which is the initial presentation. You may want to take some notes on those. Then we're going to talk, there's a whole series of guilty computations, 4 of those, which you may be better off to just watch on the screen at this point. You can refer back to them later when you have them. So, but printing out 200 pages of stuff is quite a bit. Reason we have so much is these forms are so long. Anyway, as I was saying, the name is Kenneth Vacovec. Some of you I know, some of you I don't, but welcome all of you here today to this presentation. As I said, the law firm's been in existence for quite a number of years now. We are a tax boutique and primarily high net worth individuals, very heavily involved in the international tax area, representing both individuals and companies. We do quite a bit of work consulting with lawyers, accountants, financial planners, investment companies, investment institutions and all with their people. And as a result of dealing with high net worth people, we get into the situation of dealing with corporations, partnership issues, offshore entities, onshore entities, inbound, outbound, and both the personal individual tax and the business tax issues, not just corporations, but partnerships too and others. So there are about 14 lawyers here now, which has been about our size for like the last 6 or 8 years. And mostly everybody's involved in international some way or the other. A group is devoted to estate planning, three of the lawyers here, and then others are devoted to income tax work. And I do a little bit of all of the above. So, as I'm old and I've been around here a long time. If you have questions going through, we have 15 signed up there. I think 12 or so people on here today. Right. Oh, no, all right, we're up to 16. So we have only one person missing. So, but 15 is not a huge group of people. So if you have questions, if you're confused, if I'm going too fast, if I say something you don't understand, please just unmute yourself and ask the question. Feel free to do that. I'd rather have everybody on the same page than lose you going through the presentation. The way we're going to do it is that we're going to go through kind of an outline of the law that came into effect in 2017, most of which applies to what we're talking about today. Then we're going to take a look at the 5471 form and the 8992 and the 8993 and see how that form interacts with the law and what's being reported there. We're going to go through some examples. In the interim, we're going to talk about the different categories of people and individuals and corporations that require filing of 5471. I found that when we reviewing 5471s that are done by other firms, the categories seem to be the common mistake that everybody makes because they're confusing and they're not described well, I think, in the information that was received from the IRS, the instructions. Most of the instructions you get from the IRS are good, pointing you in a direction. there may not be as complete as we'd like to see because of the complexity of the law here. But at the same time, I do a course on K2, K3, and we do this course on 5471s. These are very, very complicated forms. They're like 20 pages long each, give or take a few pages. They have a plethora of information on them. The forms are designed for the more complex situations that the IRS comes across, which are multi-layer partnerships, multi-layer corporations, chains of corporations with various controlled corporations reporting along the line. And these forms are intended to report all of that and provide enough information to report all that. In my experience in dealing with people doing the work that you're doing and clients that are running businesses like I see, we don't have multi-level chains of corporations, usually, or not many in the chain. We don't have multi-levels of types of income being earned by these companies. So you can really kind of look at the 5471 and the K2, K3s, which are new last year, and look at specific things that are in those forms and just deal with those specific things, because a lot of the other things aren't going to apply to you.